Hello my fellow nerds of the internet, I am Nictorious and welcome to another Death Battle reaction. Today we'll be reacting to the Death Battle between Darkseid and Thanos. Now, we got two galactically powerful beings here. And, again, I'm not super knowledgeable on the DC side, but I do know that Darkseid is one of the most powerful villains in all of DC Universe. He is probably Superman's biggest villain. You know, aside from others like Brainiac or whatever. But still, he is mad freaking strong, like reality warping kind of power. So is Thanos. And I don't know if we're going to be having matches with or without the Infinity Gauntlet here. So I have no way to make a solid prediction of this yet. But, I mean, with Marvel DC's history, I'm most likely going to say that Darkseid will probably win this fight. But who knows? So let's get this shit started. Here we go.
Power. Some spend entire lives in search of it, while for others, it is their birthright. But what truly matters in the end is how it's used.
Like with Thanos, the ultimate villain of the Avengers.
And Darkseid, arch nemesis to the Justice League.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Oh shit. That's gonna be
Over
cool.
a million years ago, when mankind's
season finale, by the way,
broke away from the apes, the cosmic celestials arrived on Earth. They
this is
experimented on the
Thanos.
human race, creating three separate variants. The powerful and beautiful Eternals, destined for immortality. Those with a latent mutated gene, which would one day spawn the X-Men. And a deformed, disturbing subspecies known as the Deviants.
Like that one website with all the porn.
What?
Anyway,
gotta
the
love it.
Eternals eventually colonized the
DeviantArt.
moons of Saturn thanks to this science wizard named Mentor, whose collar's like the lampshade I put on my dog to make him stop licking his junk.
Charming. But while the Eternals seemed like a perfect people, Mentor's own son would change this forever and force the cosmos to its knees. His name was Thanos.
You were a fool to betray me, Rhoda. Prepare to meet your doom.
Thanos was born into a life of luxury. Sure, his mom went totally insane and tried to kill him right away, but what do you think you'd do if you popped out a creepy California raisin baby?
It seems the Celestials' experiments weren't quite so different from each other. Despite his eternal heritage, Thanos' large, disproportionate body and thick purple skin were thanks to a deviant mutation.
Which you'd think would mean everyone would hate him, but nope! The Eternals were super progressive and totally cool with a wrinkly grimace walking around.
Purple
In
Shrek.
fact, Thanos was greatly admired for his exceptional intelligence and creativity.
Couldn't have named him
he was
Grimace
set for a positive,
or any other
decorated
Infinity War
future.
reference.
Until he threw it all away for a girl. Hey, I don't
Death,
blame him.
if I
Lots
recall.
of guys do crazy shit for hot chicks. Especially when you're a secret murder-happy psycho who's obsessed with the physical manifestation of death.
To earn Death's reciprocal love, Thanos took a journey, a quest to ravage the universe in her
cinematic universe. In the
And
comics,
as an
there's a
Eternal,
task
he
assigned by
had
Lady
plenty
Death.
of superhuman power to do it.
Okay.
He was already the strongest and fastest Eternal around, but he boosted his power even more with bionic and magic enhancements.
And while his physical and psionic abilities are impressive, his incredible genius led to building massive spaceships, shields that can withstand planet-level attacks, and even a time window.
And the most badass throne ever. It comes packed with its own laser weapons, light speed travel, and it can teleport through space and time.
And unlike most Eternals, Thanos has also dabbled in the mystic arts.
Silver Surfer is also an Eternal?
Even some of his throne's abilities seem to be more magic than hard science.
That'd be neat.
All of this potential makes Thanos an incredibly dangerous foe.
Yeah, good luck trying to hurt him. He can survive pretty much anything, including a gun specifically designed to kill him. He even shot himself in the face with it just to prove how goddamn awesome he is. Don't try that at home, kids.
He's strong enough to overpower two Thors at once, snap a universal weapon known for its extreme durability, and even lift the gargantuan Galactic engine.
A giant super rocket big enough to move planets. According to Mr. Fantastic, and that guy knows his stuff, this thing is hundreds of miles long.
While the Galactus engine's size seems to vary from comic to comic, Reed's assertion matches its
Eco?
appearance when it propelled
Oh, it
Ego
is
the
Ego.
living
Ego,
planet.
sorry.
By examining
Yeah, it
the
is.
engine in three separate parts, applying the density of steel, and comparing Ego's diameter of 4,165 miles, we've found that Thanos must be lifting about 50 quintillion tons. That's like holding up 140 trillion Empire State Buildings.
And he's doing this inside the gut of a living Kurt Russell planet that eats other planets and even
Kurt
stars.
Russell planet.
Man, I thought I had an iron stomach.
But destroying a star isn't a simple thing. Any energy directed toward a star would just be absorbed and adapted to. Only by completely nullifying a star's constant energy output can it be eliminated.
So Ego's stomach acid must be deadlier than freaking supernovas or a black hole. He'd probably love Mama Boomstick's world-famous ghost pepper pie.
Jesus Christmas.
It's fine, just dip it in some squirrel paste.
Surviving the stomach of Ego isn't so far-fetched for
Spider had
Thanos,
a better horizon
considering
of
he's
2
also
light years.
survived a dip in a black hole, extreme reality warping across the metaverse, and the voice of Black Bolt.
What's so special about this guy, you ask? Well,
Black Bolt,
with
are you
just
kidding me?
a
Yeah.
whisper, he obliterated 1 billion tons of rock. This guy can easily break a planet with just one shout, and Thanos took 3 of
Outsmarted
them to the
Grandmaster.
face.
Although Thanos isn't known for being
Punched
a
planets so
speedster
hard it
character,
exploded.
he's still quick enough to battle the likes of
And
Silver
sleeps
Surfer,
12
a
cosmic
being who can
beings.
cover 500,000 light years in just a couple of seconds, putting him over 3 trillion times faster than
He
light.
took down Silver
With
Surfer.
so many impressive showings, it's hard to truly find a weakness.
Except for one.
Oh, hello, dude.
damn
What's
it.
up, Deadpool?
Thank you. Thank you. Glad to be here. It's me, Deadpool.
Is this because you also had a run-in with death?
Ponies and breaker of mad Titan hearts. I'm like
Nice.
Casanova. The
Yeah, right?
ravenous Reaper can't get enough of me, and Thanos just hates that. Ooh.
Well, Thanos did curse him so he couldn't die and be with her.
Yeah.
All right, he's a big purple crybaby. Have you seen that chin though? It's like he got hit in the face with a slap chop.
Don't you have like a party in Ponytown to be at?
Ah, come on, buddy. You
Jesus.
can't have a death battle season without Deadpool, right?
We did. The last one.
Nobody counts that one. I mean, that's
Nobody
a
counts
dog
that
in a
one.
trench coat against a goddamn bear. What did you think would happen?
Oh my
Yeah.
god, dude.
Whatever. I know when I'm not wanted. See you next year. DP out.
Oh, good riddance.
It's hard.
Even with
His
all of
fucking
his powers
arm.
and abilities, Thanos
Oh,
still
boy.
felt he needed something more to impress Death. Think he's
Yeah.
compensating for something, Wiz?
Oh, absolutely. So he built the Infinity Gauntlet, a golden glove which
Yeah.
harnessed the power of 6 multicolored gems, known as Infinity Stones. With these, he could control the full spectrum of space, reality, mind,
I'm familiar
power,
with how
soul,
all the
and
stones
time.
and what they were.
And with those powers combined, he summons Captain Planet.
Well, more like the
Yeah.
destruction of half the universe, but sure, whatever.
Steve. Oh, it doesn't
Same
doesn't
difference.
get any
Oh, wait,
easier to
isn't
watch.
the Time Stone the green one in Doctor Strange's necklace?
Well, in
No,
the
they're-
movie universe,
they're not the
Time
same
Stone is
colors,
green,
I
but in the
know,
original
I know.
comic series, it's orange. This is
Yeah.
because every universe has its own unique Infinity Gauntlet that works exclusively there. And sometimes the stones are
That I
different
didn't
in
know.
color. Here,
Hold on,
just
hold on, hold
follow
on.
this handy diagram.
Hold on. Recently, the Earth 616 universe was restored, and the Infinity Gems were created as Infinity Stones with their colors matching its cinematic universe counterparts. This happened once before, as they were originally all known as. Oh, okay. So the Marvel Cinematic Universe isn't completely off base of the comics, and the comics have rewritten different shit to match that. Interesting.
I made.
Yeah,
I
don't
like that.
care. So with all the stones, he wiped out half the universe with only a snap of his fingers. But he also started going a bit crazy and began to doubt his ability to perform. Hey, happens to the best of us.
Yet it never keeps the Mad Titan at bay for long, whose constant lust for power and godly status in the universe is only matched by his drive to just kill everybody.
Dread it, run from it, destiny arrives all the same.
And now it's here. Or should I say, I am.
Oh boy.
10 billion years ago, the primeval old gods clashed in a cosmic civil war called Ragnarok.
That the one with Thor and Jeff Goldblum?
Different
Yes,
Ragnarok.
kind of. The battle was so great.
Well, I
that
know-
the result
I know the
was
one
an
with DC both have
explosion
their
that
own
tore the
Ragnaroks.
gods asunder, sending a great god wave throughout the metaverse, eventually birthing a new generation known as the New Gods.
How original! Well, some of these include Alpine Space Skier, Fancy Pants Shakespeare, and this cyborg spider Humpty Dumpty. Half of these guys ended up
fuck,
on a
DC?
beautiful paradise world
DC, you're
called
weird, bro.
New Genesis, while the rest got stuck on an actual fireball called Apocalypse. With a K.
Among these
Awesome.
damned souls was Prince Euxis, second in line to the
Drax.
throne behind his older brother Drax. Not Dave Bautista Drax, but DC Drax.
Oh man, I really like that guy. His Not afraid to see what he's thinking.
You are horrifying to look at, yes.
Oh my god.
To rule Apocalypse, Drax was meant to enter the mysterious Omega Pit and absorb the Omega Effect, a force of destructive entropy bound within Apocalypse.
But being the crafty bastard he was, Euxis tricked DC Drax into getting killed and stole the loot for himself.
And so the Omega Effect transformed Euxis into the physical manifestation of tyranny, Darkseid.
Okay then. Whoa! Damn Shazam.
As the king of Apocalypse, Darkseid entered a
New
war on the
god.
universe. Whether he was kicking New Genesis' ass or giving the Man of Steel a hard time, Darkseid was always working toward his
Enjoys
one
sitting
goal,
in other people's
conquering
chairs.
all
Every Christmas
life.
Santa gives him a
And
lump
thanks
of
to his
coal.
new god physiology,
Imagine.
he has incredible superhuman strength, speed, agility, and even immortality. He's already over 245,000 years old, and that's given him plenty of time to push the limits of the Omega Effect.
This guy's
He's
way
got a whole
older than
bunch
Thanos.
of cool Omega powers that break all the rules of nature. He can teleport across time and space, fly at unthinkable speeds, warp reality around him, and grow supersized.
Something he's pretty used to doing. The scale between the Prime Universe and Darkseid's own universe, the Fourth World, is vast. He travels between universes via boom tubes, which automatically adjusts his size to what is considered normal within his destination.
Oh, injustice.
Otherwise, he'd have a hard time fitting in, given that the normal size of a new god is about the size of a star.
Oh yeah, I've had that kind of trouble with my boomstick tube.
He can use various psionic powers like telekinesis and telepathy, and can easily manipulate sentient beings thanks to a cosmic awareness of the multiverse powered by 18 divine senses.
I bet he never forgets where he leaves his keys.
Like a space-age necromancer, Darkseid can possess living or deceased beings, controlling them like puppets. He
Oh
can
my
even
God.
control basic inanimate objects, just like the Nomad of Nowhere.
Holy shit!
Wow, great Rooster Teeth reference, dude.
Wiz, never thought I'd say this, but I might have had too much to drink.
But Darkseid's deadliest technique is
Very
his
nice.
signature Omega Beam.
Nomad of Nowhere is
These
cute.
burning lasers of hatred are capable of instant sharp turns and tracking multiple targets at once.
Yeah, these lasers, damn.
They're splitting up. They can do that? They're locked on us.
On contact, the beams can either disintegrate their target, transmute matter, erase beings from existence, or trap enemies in the Omega Sanction.
Turn a visible
The Omega
fate to
Sanction
objects
is a
until
sort
there's
of
a
life
target that goes
trap.
lock
Its
on a
target
target
enters a
quickly, making them
self-contained
nearly
reality
impossible
where they
to
live
avoid.
out an infinite number of lives for eternity.
Oh, that doesn't sound so bad. I'd just do a Bill Murray and use all those lives to learn piano or save a dog or...
Nice.
Yeah, that's probably about it.
Well, there's a catch. Each life in the Sanction gets progressively worse as it goes, including how you die. When the third Mr. Miracle was trapped in it, he was fairly unaware, until he was beaten, burned, mutilated, and castrated, broken to a point of intentionally overdosing. And that was just his first life in the Sanction.
Oh my
Oh.
god, that's so fucking crazy.
No thanks, I'm good.
To overpower the multiverse, Darkseid would face some pretty steep competition. However, his power eclipses those of even some of the strongest heroes around.
He's fast enough to take a trip to the Source Wall in just a few seconds. That's at the very edge of existence. So like, you're not gonna be able to map quest that shit.
Oh
The
no,
edge of the
he's
observable
Superman
universe
kind of
is about
fucked up.
45 billion light years away, and
If they can reach
scientists
edge of
hypothesize the
existence
actual
and
scale is
shit like
over
that, then
106
oh
billion
Christ,
times
why?
greater. It
No.
took a whole year for the
He's-
legendary
I was
Helm
gonna
of
say, he's on
Valkyrie
levels of
journey.
Superman and
For
Dr.
Darkseid,
Fate.
all of 5 seconds. To
Oh
pull
my
this
God.
off, he'd have to be moving over 87 duodecillion times the speed of light.
Duodecillion?
Totally a real number that I understand. But
That
he's
is,
super big
I've
and
never heard that one.
Wouldn't he have an easier time getting to
Holy
the
fuck.
edge?
We're factoring the scaling across his universe as a whole. Besides, technically the Fourth World is 4 billion years older than our own universe, so the distance to the edge is probably even further.
He's
Oh
so
my
quick, he can choke out Superman before he even sees him move, or knock him out cold in just a few bitch slaps. And
His
Superman
own
can survive
death
supernovas to
collapsed
the face.
reality.
Also, since Darkseid wasn't affected by the Crisis
There
Mega
be both
reboot,
pre- and
it's still
post-Crisis
canon that he can
Superman.
blitz pre-Crisis soups, who can sneeze solar systems away.
Darkseid is strong enough to crush a lantern ring with ease, destroy
Oh my God.
planets with his Omega beams.
I did
and
not
wipe
think
out
there was
the
somebody
Justice
who
League
was
with a
actually
single
legit
strike.
stronger than Superman
Even with
in
all
this
this
world, but
power,
there is.
Darkseid believed he could not dominate
Jesus.
the universe until he discovered his ultimate prize, the anti-life equation.
Ha! I knew numbers were bad for you. Take that, Miss Jensen, and your stupid ruler.
The anti-life is technically an entity of its own, a fragmented piece of the source from which all life originates. However, Darkseid discovered a formula which essentially manipulates the anti-life's presence in all living things, in a manner which definitively proves that all freedom and hope are meaningless efforts.
So it's math that just makes you sad.
Yes, and a slave to Darkseid, but yes. So the anti-life is pretty weird, but you know what's even more so? The Darkseid that you think you know isn't actually Darkseid.
Say what now?
He became the very essence of tyranny itself. This non-corporeal god rests in the higher plane of Fourth World and molds avatars of his consciousness to interact with the multiverse around him. While each avatar is weaker than his true self, it's a necessary handicap, as his own existence in a universe other than Fourth World would shatter the laws of reality, ending time and space as we know it. The sheer power of the Omega Effect threatens entire cosmos, similar to how its equal, the Astroforce, could
I am
counter in
so
oblivion
fucking lost
before
right now.
annihilating the universe in a single blast.
Holy shit! His avatar may lose some power, but it's still tough enough to survive a bomb Lex Luthor designed to rip apart existence, and a shot from Marvelous Marno's Master Blaster, which sounds like it was made up by a circus clown. And that kind of makes sense because apparently no life form can stand up to it. Just like clowns.
Oh,
Except
Jesus.
for Darkseid.
Well, Darkseid isn't immune to all guns. All you need is a neat little Radion bullet.
Think of Radion as the new god's kryptonite. Despite all his power, Darkseid is far from invincible. He's had his heart ripped out, his soul stolen by death, and his essence shattered by Superman, singing.
Hey, Darkseid, look at this photograph!
To this day, even after so many cataclysmic events, the Lord of Apocalypse continues his mission. Every living being in the multiverse will bend to the will of Darkseid.
It seems I have you to thank for my resurrection. Though your world will suffer slowly, I grant you a quick death.
All right, the combatants are set.
Yeah, it's
Let's
not
end this
even.
debate
It's
once and
not
for
even a
all.
fucking
But first, I need
contest.
something that can sate my godly hunger.
It really isn't. I mean, holy crap! They said so much shit that God, DC's so fucking weird. But yeah, Darkseid is not only hella older than Thanos, giving him way more experience. Nothing Thanos has could ever possibly kill Darkseid. Like, Thanos isn't gonna have one of those Radion guns to kill him, or he doesn't have the ability to rip out souls. But Jesus Christmas, this is going to be like, we're talking a Chuck Norris versus Sekata Sanshiro kind of fight right here. This is going to be off the fucking walls insane, and I'm gonna have to place my vote toward Darkseid because it just seems way more likely. His feat's way overpower Thanos. Plus, I mean, they haven't even shown that Thanos could take down somebody like Sentry, who is pretty much Marvel Superman. And Darkseid was able to crush Superman. All right,
Why
here we
you can teleport, it'll send you through time and space, and it's
hello,
perfect
dude.
for gaming. You follow me?
Jesus.
Sure you do. You're a forward-thinking
go.
guy.
Why are you bucking Darkseid? What is wrong with you? Oh, they're using his MVC Infinite model.
Thanos, buddy, how are you doing? Rocking that chin as always.
Oh, damn!
Get off my throne and kneel. Face
Oh.
death at the hand of your new emperor.
You know not the infinite wealth of destruction I command.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh my god. Whoa! Oh boy, oh boy, oh! Ooh! Where the hell are they? Well, okay. What? Well, this.
Make a sweet release of gas. You first.
You first. Oh, Reality Stone. Oh my god, this is like the Doctor Strange shit right now. Oh, we got Space Stone. Oh! Oh, damn! Up the building. War taxi! Jesus. Oh, here it comes, here it comes. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, this is fucking epic. Oh! Oh, more taxis. Oh, helicopter. What? Thanos. Is that a helicopter brand name? Jesus! That's one helicopter! It's a fucking huge explosion. Oh god. Oh god, okay. He flew it through. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think that was Power Stone right there. Oh, the Omega Laser. Oh, oh my god! Oh, space again. Oh, Omega. Oh. Whoa. Jupiter. Oh, he's going to throw the fucking planet at him. Jesus. Whoa! Oh dear God.
I am Thanos. Thanos is supreme. Thanos is God.
Jesus, these pronouns, dude? Oh my god, he created a black hole. Holy shit. Which both of them can survive. Oh my god. Oh my god! Holy fuck. Oh boy. Whoa, here comes planets! Jesus. Whoa! Oh my god! Oh. We got a straight up fist fight going on right now. Oh my god! Oh my god! Well, the universe is gone from that punch. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Yep, it's gone. They just fucking next Big Bang. Jesus Christ. Oh boy. Well, you just killed the other half of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
For me. This will bring a smile to my face.
Oh boy, you're so dead, Thanos. You're. Oh! What?
It'll have to wait.
Who?
Howard! Who are you? Who are you?
Oh, you got him.
I'll show you.
You're fucking dead, dude. You can't blip him out of existence. You're on Apocalypse now?
This is who I am.
Oh my. Oh, that thing, right. Not gonna happen, dude.
Far from my own. You have no power.
And Thanos. I am all things. This is who I am.
Whoa. Omega Laser. You're dead! You're a Deadpool now! Ah!
Oh my god, it's Deadpool with a gun!
Oh, hell yeah!
Behold in endless death.
So you watching any anime?
Oh, man! That's the worst way he could have gone.
That was the greatest greatest.
Dying over and over and
Oh my
Thanos was an
god.
incredible foe, especially while wielding
That
the
was
Infinity
awesome.
Gauntlet. Unfortunately, the gauntlet had a fatal flaw.
Oh, he
that
can
golden
resist the
glove
anti-life
only works
equation.
in its own universe, and Darkseid could easily move the fight to new ones with his boomstick tubes. Universe hopping is kind of his thing.
The Reed Richards of the
I did not know the Infinity
Council of
Gauntlet
Reeds
was only
figured
good
this out.
in its own
three
universe.
Founding members, Reed, Reed, and Reed, each possessed Infinity Gauntlets, but discovered that they couldn't work outside of their own universes.
The gauntlet had no problem making Darkseid's avatar not feel so good. But since Darkseid's true form was always in the Fourth World universe, Thanos couldn't actually finish him off with the gauntlet.
While the Mind Stone and Soul Stone could potentially deduce Darkseid's true nature, the Gauntlet's power still could not reach his true form. Also, in a Marvel DC crossover event that is technically canon, Darkseid acquired the Infinity Gauntlet and learned of its limitations outside. That actually happened? Darkseid actually got his hands on the Infinity Gauntlet? Holy shit.
Even if this fight took place in entirely neutral territory, the victor wouldn't change. Thanos' gauntlet wouldn't work, and true Darkseid's presence would actually just destroy everything just by being there.
But he didn't just lose because of the gauntlet. He really couldn't keep up with the space golem.
Even going toe-to-toe with it being as fast as Silver Surfer was nothing compared to when Darkseid took a trip to the edge of existence.
Yeah,
This
freaking
puts Darkseid
faster than
almost
Dr.
28
Fate.
octillion times faster than Thanos.
And his Omega effect scales to the Astro Force, which could equal the Oblivion Bomb's universe-destroying blast. This means the Omega effect and Infinity Gauntlet were both pretty even in terms of destructive ability.
Man,
but
there are
unlike
some-
Thanos, Darkseid can use his
There's
Omega
some
powers
fucking
whenever
crazy
and wherever he
people
wants.
writing
Once he lost
lore
the
for
gauntlet,
shit like
Thanos can
this.
certainly survive star-level attacks, and even greater. But universal destruction is definitely a bit more than his purple eternal hide could handle. And even after that, Darkseid had plenty of ways to end the fight whenever he wanted, like the Omega Sanction.
Thanos was super powerful, but Darkseid was just faster, stronger, and even more ruthless.
And if you think about it, Thanos needed the Infinity Gauntlet to become a god, but Darkseid already was one.
It is one, yeah.
Thanos
Like,
just couldn't
Run the gauntlet!
Oh, you son of a bitch!
The winner is Darkseid.
oh, that was really fucking awesome. I loved that.
If you want the music from the battle, you can get it by
That was
clicking the link
epic
below.
as
Or
fuck.
if you guys want to see Thanos and Darkseid in a rap battle, then just click that video right over there and check out our friends JT Music.
Really? Alright, we'll return. Give us a preview with a splash. Somebody relating to Splashake? I mean, that could be anybody. I don't know, but oh my god, that was so fucking epic. I loved that fight. It was so cool. And the whole references to Deadpool and death. It was awesome. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, and we'll also do it in the future. Now, see you guys next time. Laters.